this is a very, very exciting day. I think of DeMarcus as really the prototypical 21st century player. He's one of the most talented big men in the business, a big man with skills. He's one of the smartest players. I've spent time talking to DeMarcus. He has an understanding of the game that is truly unique. And the only thing I said to him is, DeMarcus, I just want one thing from you. I want you to be the first guy in and the last guy out, because you're going to be the leader of this organization. And he's done that. And you see how great he looks right now. We're really excited to start the season and start training camp. I'll turn it over to Pete.
Yeah, I would echo everything that Vivek said. And Monique, I really want to thank you and Jaron and you guys, the way you guys opened it up and allowed us to kind of come into your home, Monique, and Coach Malone and I had a great day with you and your family, and it meant a lot, DeMarcus, to us that, you know, it was the beginning of free agency, and the most important thing to us was to be there with you guys, and we felt that mutual feeling, and that's gone throughout this process. We're thrilled. I'm thrilled. I mean, you know, I walked into this job with such a great young player, and we said that from the beginning. I think we were all pure in our intent. We all, from both sides, we all felt this was the right thing right from the beginning. And it starts with our owner, who he believed and believes in this process, and we all are believers in this process and what we're doing here. You know, DeMarcus, I thank you, because I think you know, the way we interacted from day one. We sat right here in this gym with Mully. It was a great day. Vivek and Mully and I had a meeting with DeMarcus. So I'm not going to go on long. I really, you know, I can't say enough about everyone that's been part of this thing. Dan Fagan was instrumental. Really everyone. So I'm going to turn it over to DeMarcus, and I'm sure we'll have a lot more to say in this.
I'm blessed to be in this situation. I'm extremely happy. I'm glad we finally got this done. And I mean, I usually have a lot to say, but I'm short on words today. And I mean, I'm extremely happy. I like where this organization is going. I believe in it. I'm glad it believes in me. I'm glad they gave me this chance to prove to them and this team. And I mean, I would like to thank them first of all. My teammates, my mother, my son, and I mean, like I said, I'm glad this is over, and I'm glad we got it done. So.
Any questions?
I didn't see it as a leap of faith. I'm in the software business, and we bet on people. And so for me, it's natural. To me, he's one of the best, if not the best, big men in the business. I consulted people way smarter than myself, people like Shaq and Chris Mullen. And there was never a doubt in my mind that he was going to be the foundation of this franchise moving forward. People have said a lot of things about DeMarcus. I have kids, and he has, even off the court, when you look at what DeMarcus does for underprivileged kids, the camps he conducts, he's a fine young man. He's a fine young man. And so from my perspective, it isn't really that much of a leap of faith. I'm just doing what I do in my business every day, which is betting on the best. And he represents the best.
Marcus, what's this mean to you for somebody not only to have these, get these expectations from you, tell you that you're going to be the cornerstone of the organization, but to actually give you their expectations and tell you, put the extra stuff on you to be the leader and taking this team forward?
It means a lot. Since I've started this career, this is the first time, and I mean, I wish it would have happened earlier, but I like the timing of things. Like I said, this is an unbelievable organization. Just from what they've done, like it's incredible what they've done so far. So, I mean, I'm honored and I'm ready to get things rolling.
Hey, DeMarcus, this is the first time we've had a chance to talk to you since Shaq came in last week. Can you just talk about the early dialogue you've had with him so far and what you're looking forward to in working with him when you can?
I mean, basically what he said to you guys. It's not really about putting the ball in the basket. It's just everything outside of it. And I mean, we've talked a lot. We almost talk every day now. If it's from him sending me a silly text to, I mean, how you doing today? So, I mean, he's been great so far. I've learned a lot, and I plan on continuing to learn more from him.
Mr. Wanadibe, it's kind of unusual to have this before media day, but anyway, we're in the process where you want to get this done. I mean, you have probably had like 30 days to go before you complete this. We're at that point where you want to get this guy signed and let him know that he's the cornerstone of this team.
Well, we always knew that this is where we were heading, and we wanted to follow a certain process. Pete and Coach Malone and Darren and Jaron and Dan laid out what that process was, and we followed that process. So we are exactly where we want to be. We head off to training camp, and we've tied a bow on this, and we're excited to move forward. So, Pete, do you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the process was seamless. I mean, and we had DeMarcus came in over a month ago now on his own and just worked so hard and led our guys. We've had voluntary workouts, but it's been incredible. It's a testament to our coaching staff. They really put this foundation, this kind of environment to bring people in. They've been around, able to work with guys, with limitations on that. But DeMarcus led the way. To me, in the process with Dan and Jaron, and it went smoothly, and we're just thrilled. I mean, it couldn't have gone to get it done. Like, I love the expression tie a bow, but before training camp, this is a gift. It's something that we can now go into training camp with resolution and with DeMarcus knowing where he is with us.
DeMarcus, this is your first time in your 3-year career where you've had structure within the organization. How does that feel, and how is that going to help you moving forward?
It's a relief. It's a relief just to know what tomorrow brings. I mean, you don't really know, but you have an idea now, and that's something we never had since I've been here. But I'm extremely thrilled for it, and I mean, like I said, I'm ready to get things rolling. I mean, I take it in. I consider myself the leader of this team, so I mean, I take all responsibility that comes with it, and I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I was doing it in the beginning, so I definitely don't have a problem doing it now.
Yeah, and I just want to say that we've seen that. I sat down with DeMarcus early on, and I said, this is the new Kings organization. This is our mission statement. These are our values. This is our vision. This is what we're about. Do you buy it? And he said yes. And he has lived up to every part of it. He indeed is the first guy in and the last guy out. He was conducting a camp. He flew in, and straight from the airport, he came to practice.
That's right.
If some of the other players were not practicing hard or if they were not showing up, he was the one calling them saying, hey guys, where are you? Show up. So he's embraced that mantle of leadership.
DeMarcus, just kind of dovetailing off the ownership question, I'm sure you've talked to other players. What's the energy like now that you've got new owners and new management in place?
I don't think I've ever seen this many smiles around here in a long time. I mean, the energy in the building, I mean, it's extremely positive. I mean, guys are willing to work. Guys want to work. They want to change. They want to change things around. And I mean, I believe everybody feels the same way. Us three up here feel. I mean, it's a good feeling around here. So,
contract like this brings on heightened or new expectations that maybe you didn't deal with before. How do you embrace that kind of going forward?
Well, I mean, my expectations were higher from the beginning, so I mean, it's no more added pressure to me. I mean, I had pressure from the beginning, but I mean, I can handle it. I got big shoulders, so I can handle it.
Because when you hear and read, or I don't know if you do read stuff that is written about you and stuff that's said about you. I mean, somebody who has never been around you might think that you're the worst person in the world. How is any of the stuff that's written about you, you think, accurate? And how do you deal with people saying things about you that you know are not accurate?
I mean, some of it may be accurate. Usually the statistics, that's probably the only thing I would say is accurate. But, I mean, that's something that I do have to get better at. I mean, I'm the type of guy, if I know you don't like me, I'm not going to just be able to smile in your face. Like, you know, everything is cool. But it's something I got to get better at. And I also got to stop reading. So, and that's something Shaq also told me. He told me, like, you got to stop reading and you got to stop caring. Like, you can't care what these guys say. Because, I mean, his example was he was reading when he played, and they were saying, like, all he does is dunk. So the next game, he tried to come out and start shooting fadeaways. Like, it's senseless. I mean, it didn't make any sense. So, I mean, I'm going to take that in, and I'm going to do the same thing as well.
DeMarcus, obviously the Kings organization has a whole new way of looking at things. Has your mindset changed from last year, or how has it changed?
My mindset hasn't really changed, but I know we have an organization now that cares, and we're all on the same page. It's about winning games and getting this team back to where it was. So, I mean, my mindset still hasn't changed. I'm going out there to win the game every night. So, no, it hasn't changed at all.
DeMarcus, I know that you had a lot of negative comments when all the superstars were basically joining together. Why did you decide to stay here instead of maybe joining a team that already had maybe 1 or 2 stars already in the league?
I'm big on loyalty. I've been like that my whole life. And, I mean, since I started playing basketball, I was never really part of, you know, the big teams or the Hollywood teams. I was always the low-key guy, and I just earned my way all the way through. So I plan on doing the same thing here.
DeMarcus, you are starting fresh here, but what if the wins don't come right away because everything is so new?
That'll be fine because we have a plan and we have a goal. We're not expecting a championship this year, but we're on the right path, and that's all that matters. We all have the same goal, which is winning games eventually. And I mean, I can't really say that was the goal before, but I know we're on the right path now, so I'm fine with that.
Thank you.
Oh, and I would like to say I will be donating $1 million to the families and community of Sacramento, and also I'm donating to Mayor Kevin Johnson's organization as well. So,
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's amazing. Wow.